The RedHawks' opportunistic defense and a great offense in the second half led to a 41-17 drubbing of Akron at In-Position Stadium. This Saturday, the Golden Flashes of Kent State visit Yeager Stadium, and Chuck Martin talks about both games next on RedHawk Football Weekly.
This is RedHawk Football Weekly. Brought to you by G&J Pepsi-Cola of Hamilton, refreshing Southwestern Ohio since 1939. By Koenig Equipment, found online at KoenigEquipment.com. By Marathon, fueling the American spirit. By Bud Light, reminding you to enjoy responsibly among friends. Steve Baker talks with Miami head football coach Chuck Martin after this on RedHawk Football Weekly.
You are the center of a universe. That's what we've learned in 160 years serving our community. Everybody means the world to someone. So when you're in here, or if someday you find yourself in here, and when all you can think about is the world that revolves around you, we'll be a world that revolves around you too. Mercy Health. Healthcare for the universe of you.
Pizza with Pepsi. Delicious.
Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try great taste with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome in to RedHawk Football Weekly. I'm Steve Baker, the voice of the RedHawks. Miami with a huge win over the Akron Zips on Saturday. It was Akron's homecoming. Miami spoiled that and get their second win of the season. This Saturday, they will be at home to take on the Kent State Golden Flashes. And joining me here in our first segment, head coach Chuck Martin. And Coach, so many positives in this football game. When you take a look at, we talked last week about making one more play. You had a lot of guys step up and make one more play in that win.
Yeah, no, we played through the ebb and flow of the game pretty nice. Obviously, we get off to a good start, 0-0 at the end of the first quarter, and then the offense puts together a couple nice drives and gives us a 14-0 lead and gets some confidence. You're on the road playing a team that just beat Northwestern 2 weeks before, won our league last year. Coming in with a lot of confidence. They had a bye week, so they were very well rested and very well prepared for what we were going to throw at them with 2 weeks to prepare for us. Us coming off a gut-wrenching 40-39 loss. A lot of things stacked up, looking pretty good for Akron. So we get off to the good start. Then, they put together a drive. We turn the ball over. We fumble a punt, and pretty soon you look up, and it's late in the third, and it's 17-14 Akron. And that's what we've been talking about. Okay, now you got to keep playing football. All right, you've been playing good football. You had a bad little 6-7 minutes there. Okay, you made some mistakes. They took advantage. They made some plays. Offense puts together an incredible drive after they take the lead, and then defense takes over with 4 turnovers in a row. Offense cashes in, and what was really a really hard-fought, close win turns out to be on the scoreboard a lopsided victory.
It was indeed, and coming off last week where the secondary had its problems, especially on third down, they really, you talk about teams bouncing back. That area of the defense really bounced back this week.
Yeah, and again, we talk about pass defense, and everybody thinks, okay, pass defense about DBs. One of the ways we bounce back is 2 weeks ago we played really good pass defense. We got after BG's quarterback. Last week we didn't pressure the quarterback as well, and their quarterback had. And we always say, if you don't get to quarterbacks in college football with the quarterbacks and the receivers and in the field space, and you're going to have a long day. And it started with the pressure. Our 4-man pass rush was fantastic. And put pressure on their talented quarterback the whole day. And then, like you said, our coverage was a lot better this week than it was a week ago. But it's a twofold thing. It's rush and coverage. They both were better. They worked together, and we had tons of success on third down.
Had a scoreless first quarter in this football game, and so you look to the defense to make some plays. And in the first half highlights, Quadarius Smith misses the handoff, and Miami takes advantage.
Yeah, biggest thing is getting on the fumble. We had some opportunities early in the year where the ball was loose and we didn't get out. In the last 2 or 3 weeks, our defense has been really good. Whenever opportunities have arisen for us to catch a break and get a fumble, our guys are flying around and getting on the football. Here's a mad scramble. We find a way to get the ball from the bottom of the pump. From the bottom of the pile, I believe Dean Lemon got it.
Dean Lemon got it. And you talked about the pressure, and 3 RedHawks collapse on the quarterback here, led by Calcagno.
Yeah, great job. Relentless pressure all day. They got after their really talented quarterback, and whether it be run or pass, we attack mode the whole day. You see the pocket collapsing really good, and people staying after. We're trying to strip the ball. Whenever you have 3 guys in on 1 sack, you know you had a good pass rush on that down.
Late in the first, moving into the second quarter, a 17-play drive. You connect on 4 third downs. This is the first one to Kenny Young.
Yeah, huge one here at 3rd and 8. We throw a 2-yard pass to Kenny. Gus makes a good decision, takes his check down. Kenny does the rest. Kenny does what Kenny always does, makes the first guy miss, as you'll see right here. Right here, we're punting. Kenny makes the first guy miss, then he falls forward and gets a key first down to keep a drive going.
Next third down is 3rd and 11, and Luke Mayock gets in it.
Another good read by Gus. Takes what the defense gives you, pitch and catch outside. Luke gets vertical, we get another key first down. Beautiful drive by offense here.
And again, this is for 14 yards to the Akron 47 as you see Gus all the way across the field finding Luke Mayock for the first down. Next up is 3rd and 4 from the Akron 41. Jalen Bester on the run.
Yeah, really nice run. He dips underneath the pressure on the edge. Good blocking on the perimeter. Another key pickup. That's our 3rd straight 3rd down on the drive. That's why this drive was so impressive. It wasn't like we were just gouging. There you see a really nice cut by Bester. Zoe trying to seal the inside, and Bester knowing where the sticks are and getting vertical.
And again here as the RedHawks go up the middle, this is Alonzo Smith for 7 on 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, no doubt. Again, good push up front. Zoe had a tremendous day, kind of unheralded the work he did in this game. It was a lot of dirty work, a lot of hard yards, and he really did a nice job for us.
And Zoe finishes at the 17th play of the drive from 1 yard out.
Yeah, really good scheme here. We had to put a little wrinkle in. We knew they'd get into their double eagle front, and we created some error in some situations. They have not given up anything in short yardage. We did a nice job by leading 2 backs up inside, and then Zoe finishes it off.
Next drive after Miami's defense holds Akron and forces them 3 and out. It's 3rd down and 6, another 3rd down, and this time again Mayock.
Yeah, stop route last time. This time Luke runs by him. Beautiful strike. 20-some yard gain on 3rd down, one-on-one matchup outside, good throw and catch, and again, good decisions by Gus in spraying the ball around and getting the ball to the open guy.
After a Miami penalty, it's 1st and 20, and you find Smith out of the backfield.
Yeah, another great run by Zoe. A lot of big plays in this game that get forgotten. Here's one, you get us to 2nd and 6 instead of 1st and 20. Good call again, good setup, good execution, good blocking out front by our offensive line, but Zoe makes a guy miss there. Breaks a tackle there, keeps going there. We get a push from behind. Next thing you know, it doesn't look like a lot, and you get 14 yards.
2nd and 9 from the Akron 33. Oh, somebody else gets involved. That's Dom Robinson.
Yeah, great decision again by Gus. We'd run this route probably 5 times and thrown the check down every time to the back. But the first time it was open, Gus took what they gave him, got the ball to Dom Robinson in the seam. And I was thinking in my head, like, we keep running this play, we keep throwing the swing pass to the back, and then Dom's open and Gus hits him, and Gus is really locked in and making great choices for us.
And now 2nd and goal, and Kenny Young out of the backfield.
Again, good job. Get a little rub route, get Kenny in the flat, get the ball to him, and back-to-back tremendous drives by our offense.
14-0 at that point as you'll take a look at it, and a great shot here by the cameraman. Nobody even touches Kenny Young as he takes it into the end zone. Miami leads at that point by a score of 17-0. 17-0, excuse me. 14-0. You're right, absolutely. The Zips would go ahead and make a touchdown as Gus Ragland threw an interception late. But you go to the locker room with a 14-10 lead as they scored 10 points in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, and they had back-to-back. They had a nice drive, and then we turn over, then they get a field goal, and what feels really good, and that's, it's perfect for us at halftime. Like, hey, this is what we talked about. It's not just going to be everybody wants to go from 14 to 28 to 42. Nothing. That's typically not how it goes in the MAC. So we did a lot of good things in the first half. I felt like we outplayed them. We knew we had to outplay them in the second half to win a football game.
RedHawks led it again. It was 14-10 at the break, and an exciting second half still to come. And coming up as well, we'll preview this Saturday's game here at Yager Stadium against the Kent State Golden Flashes. This is RedHawk Football Weekly, and we're back with more in just one moment.
On a forbidden Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Ramon, we can't.
But Julia,
We're rivals.
I can love you and still hate your overrated school.
We have 2 different defensive philosophies. You're a base 4-3 cover 2, and I'm an
aggressive 3-4 with press coverage. I get it, but we both love Dr. Pepper.
Oh, Ramon.
Touchdown, State!
Yes! In your face!
Dr. Pepper, the official drink of Fansville.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. All the way up.
drippin', drip, drip. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Diamonds on my wrist, they drippin', ice. Came through drippin', drip, drip. Came through drippin'.
Mountain Dew Ice, a clear, refreshing lemon lime dew.
This segment of RedHawk Football Weekly is brought to you by Courtyard Marriott Hamilton, conveniently located just miles from Miami University.
Welcome back into RedHawk Football Weekly. Steve Baker here as we recap Miami's win over Akron on Saturday at Infocision Stadium in Akron. And before we continue with the second half, I'm joined by head coach Chuck Martin. And Coach, I do want to talk about these that are in between us here. Special helmets that Miami will wear this Saturday. It's Cancer Awareness Day, and there are 9 different colored helmets as you see the different colors of a ribbon on the side of the helmet. The Miami M is on the other side. But each player has chosen a helmet that represents a cancer that a family member or a friend has affected their lives, and each player will be wearing one of these helmets this Saturday.
Yeah, it's an awesome, and I don't know who came up with the idea of the design, but the design is awesome, and then having the different colors represents all the different types of cancer that we battle on a daily basis, and having our kids get the opportunity to choose. It's going to make a great day and a great cause even more special.
I agree with you. And again, if you'd like to find out what player is wearing what color, just go to MiamiRedHawks.com. And again, talking about the second half of the game against Akron, you have the 3-point lead, you get the ball. Not much happening in the first couple of possessions, and the half begins with, something that you never want to happen, and that's a turnover as we take a look at the highlights here to begin the second half.
Yeah, we don't do anything, but then we get a good stop, and we're going to get the ball right about midfield with the ball on our own 45, and ball security is an issue, and we don't have good ball security there, and they pop it loose, and it goes right in their talented linebacker's hands, and he runs in, and again, what was a 14-0 lead all of a sudden is 17-14 deficit.
But your offense responds right away. This is Davion Johnson for 6 yards around the right side, 2nd and 6. He picks up the first down.
Yeah, again, Gus taken with the defense. Great decision. Looking down the field, doesn't like it, gets the ball out to our talented backs. Let them get a positive play. Let's not force the ball. And all day long making really good decisions at quarterback.
2nd and 8 in plus territory. Dom Robinson with a catch on the sideline.
Yeah, another big chunk play down the sidelines. We've already seen the one to Luke, now the one to Dom. Dom continues to make more and more plays the last couple weeks as his confidence grows.
And here you get Sorensen, 17 yards. He gets you inside the 5. Great grab.
We about once a week we throw a short pass to Jack. He makes a guy miss and turns it into a 20-yard gain, and there it was Saturday. This is a huge play, a little outcut. Jack catches it, makes the first guy miss. He's always going north and south, gets the ball down inside the 5-yard line, and then Kenny Young punched in there, gaping hole, offense line, unbelievable job to score that easily from that in close against that defense.
Get a good look at the blocking here up front. Great kick-out block, and nobody touches Kenny Young. Again, Miami regains the lead 21-14, and the defense does what it does, and that is get another 3 and out, and the offense back to work. Gus Ragland, Dom Robinson.
Yep, again. Short throw, stop route outside, reads it inside out, looking for the inside vertical, doesn't like it, comes back outside. Really good again, spreading the ball route, which we've done 3 straight weeks, just not picking and choosing who we throw to, let the defense dictate it, and that's what good quarterbacks do, and Gus is playing really good football for us right now.
4th and 2 in no man's land, and Gus Ragland with a nice room in the spinorama once again.
Yep, great job. Showing dual threat ability, couple key first downs on 4th down during the game for Gus.
And again, take a look at it here, and then he goes up the middle for 13 more.
Yep, no doubt. Great hole up the middle. Good read by Gus. Off the zone read, gets in secondary. Their safety makes a nice hit. Gus goes whirly bird and gets up, and that's what he loves.
Little different spinorama there as Sam Sloman comes in, and he is good for 27. And you take the 24-17 lead, and moving on to the 4th quarter, RedHawks take over at their own 12, and again, put together a nice drive, and Alonzo Smith doing what he does.
Yeah, fantastic run, best run of the day. I know the next play we go 76 yards, but this was the run. We really blocked up the next one a lot better, but Zoe, again, makes a guy miss in the backfield, breaks another tackle there, and then he keeps going. He's always falling forward for those yards after contact and keeps pushing forward and gets us out of a hole and gets the ball to 24.
2 plays later, Kenny Young finds the seam, and he's to the house.
Yeah, outruns everybody here. Unbelievable run. Really nice scheme. Put a little wrinkle in. We did put a little down around play that they hadn't seen. We got a nice seal inside. The pullers got Kenny a nice kick out. Then Kenny does what Kenny does. If you give him any air at all, he is crazy explosive. Awesome having him back. We really haven't seen seen him since Cincinnati, which has been a big blow to us, but does a great job tight roping the sidelines and takes what should have been probably a 15-yard run and turns it into a 75-yard touchdown.
Akron on their next possession. Cato Nelson sees a lot of Brad Koenig.
Yeah, great play here. Great disguise by Koenig. Showing cover two, comes off the edge, then Bart Barati makes a big-time play off the deflection. And again, playmaker mentality. Ball in the air, go get the football, make a tough play. Obviously, great diving interception by Bart there, cradles it, and sets our offense up on the 21-yard line.
It would result in Sam Sloman's second field goal, this one from 36 yards out, as the RedHawks increased their lead there, 31-17. And another turnover. This time, Brad Koenig is in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah, great job. Good coverage by DeAndre Montgomery and Zedrick Raymond, quarterback, try to float the ball, and you see Zedrick here kind of deflecting the ball and then always hustling, and Koenig makes an unbelievable diving interception, gets his hands underneath the football, controls it before the ball hits the ground.
Outstanding job, and that'll lead to another score for the Miami RedHawks.
Yeah, got to do a better job with ball security. Davion, young kid, trying to reach out on first down. Hey, if it's 4th and 1, I'm all for reaching out on the goal line. First down, we're going to get the ball in there. Not a smart move. We cannot be doing this in the future.
Right.
Ryan Mullen really makes a play. Mullen dives in there. Their guy has it, jars it loose. Then Jordan Rigg, probably set an NCAA record for an offensive tackle scoring touchdowns in back-to-back games. Doesn't happen very often.
Right.
Rigg was bragging about how that's 2.
Yeah.
So
he's going to be looking for 3 on Saturday,
so
right?
He wants to know how we're going to continue to implement him in our offense.
I do want to talk about Brad Koenig. The Zips turned the ball over 4 straight times, 5, I think, out of the last 6 possessions. And Brad Koenig was everywhere on Saturday, and he had to be with no Junior McMullen.
Yeah, and Junior's trying to go, and he's played through some injuries. He's been a warrior for us. Played through some things that other people wouldn't play through. And then Koenig's got a bump to Mike, and Miles Reed slots in at the will. Miles has a really nice game for us as a TFL. But Koenig playing out of position, forces an interception that Barati gets by batting a ball. Then he gets his own diving interception. The next series, he defends a pass. He strips the ball and recovers it on the same play. Mm-hmm. And then the next possession, he gets another interception. So 4 straight turnovers and 4 straight possessions. Again, I'm sure it's been done before, but I've never heard of it. And tremendous football player. And obviously talking about your best players making the plays to decide the game. And that's what a lot of our best players did in the fourth quarter offensively and defensively, stepping up with the game on the line and taking over on both sides of the ball.
Great second half for the Miami RedHawks. They get the win, 2-4 on the season, now 2-1 in conference play, and that's the most important number as they will take on the Kent State Golden Flashes this Saturday at 2:30 at Yager Stadium. We'll come back and preview that contest when we return with more RedHawk Football Weekly right after this.
This segment of RedHawk Football Weekly has been brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott Hamilton, conveniently located just miles from Miami University.
You are the center of a universe. That's what we've learned in 160 years serving our community. Everybody means the world to someone. So when you're in here, or if someday you find yourself in here, and when all you can think about is the world that revolves around you, we'll be a world that revolves around you too. Mercy Health. Healthcare for the universe of you.
On a forbidden Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Ramon, we can't.
But Julia,
We're rivals.
I can love you and still hate your overrated school.
We have two different defensive philosophies. You're a base 4-3 cover 2, and I'm an
aggressive 3-4 with press coverage. I get it. But we both love Dr. Pepper.
Oh, Ramon.
Touchdown, State!
Yes! In your face!
Dr. Pepper, the official drink of Fansville.
And we're back on our final segment of RedHawk Football Weekly. Miami is at home this Saturday. Cancer Awareness Day, among others, events taking place around Yager Stadium as the Golden Flashes come in for a 2:30 kick at Yager Stadium. I'm Steve Baker, and along with head coach Chuck Martin. The importance of a Mid-American Conference road win can't be overstated, obviously, with the win last week. But you got to come home and you take on a Kent State team that, going into the season, people looked at, didn't know a whole lot about. But they're a heck of a lot better than they were a year ago.
Yeah, they start off the year, they almost beat Illinois at Illinois. They had them down deep into the second half. New coach brings a high-powered offense. Coach Lewis, wherever he's been, has produced points. They're up-tempo. They're out of the Baylor mode of spreading the field and going real fast. They'll snap the ball with 32 seconds on the play clock. He's done a tremendous job as an offense coordinator. They made a great hire bringing him in, totally changed the offense. He brings in a 4- or 5-star quarterback transfer, probably the highest recruit in our league as we sit today. Went to Auburn out of high school. Things didn't work out there, ends up at junior college, ends up at Kent State. So you bring in a new offensive system, a really talented head coach who's a really talented offense coordinator, then you give them a 4- or 5-star recruit to put in the backfield. And last week they go up against OU and they have over 400+ yards again. And they're up 26-20 with less than 2 minutes to go, and OU puts together a drive and beats them 27-26. So people are starting to realize, and we've been paying attention since early, that they're a much different football team, and they're a talented football team, and their trigger guy is tremendously gifted.
Yeah, Woody Barrett is the quarterback you're talking about, 6'5", 236 pounds. And
super fast, 360 yards rushing. They do run some design runs, but most of his rushing yards are him just taking off and outrunning people or running over people because he's bigger than most linebackers in the Mid-American Conference. So really talented kid. They got a talented receiving core. They got the Rankin kid, and they got another freshman back that are Joel Shaw, really talented. So they got a lot of weapons on offense, and they're moving the ball and scoring points on everybody.
You take a look at your team, coach, and getting ready for this game. Offensively, over the last 3 games, this team is accomplishing what you wanted to see all season long, I think, right?
Yeah, no, since we've gotten into conference play, we've moved the ball and produced points. We've been able to run the ball. We've been able to throw the ball. We're starting to get healthier. You got Tommy Doyle back in the mix last week on a limited basis. You got Kenny back on a limited basis. Becker's getting healthier and healthier. So our puzzle pieces are starting to get healthier on that side of the ball. And Gus is really directed the offense and played very well and made good decisions. And we got young guys stepping up in older guys' absences, particularly on the perimeter, making big plays via the air. And we got our run game going the way we like it.
Yeah, defensively, still some challenges with injuries. But again, coming off that game, it had to build a lot of confidence.
Yeah, no, we've played really good defense, other than we didn't play great pass defense against Western Michigan. We've played good defense really since the first half of Marshall, and we bounced back like we thought we would bounce back, and we held them to 7 points in a 4-quarter football game, which is pretty hard to do in college football.
It is indeed. Best of luck this weekend, Coach.
Thanks.
Head coach Chuck Martin joining us again. Kick time is 2:30 on Saturday afternoon at Yager Stadium. Myself, Terry Bridge, and Randy Hollowell will have it for you on the Miami IMG Sports Network. Our airtime is 1:30 with the Knowles of Oxford Tailgate Show. For head coach Chuck Martin and our crew here in Oxford, I'm Steve Baker. Thanks for watching RedHawk Football Weekly.
This has been RedHawk Football Weekly, brought to you by G&J Pepsi-Cola of Hamilton, refreshing Southwestern Ohio since 1939. By Koenig Equipment, found online at KoenigEquipment.com. By Marathon, fueling the American spirit. By Bud Light, reminding you to enjoy responsibly among friends. RedHawk Football Weekly is a sports production of Miami University and IMG College.
Pizza with Pepsi. Delicious.
Pepsi. Pepsi's always had great taste. Today, try great taste with zero sugar. This is the Pepsi with zero compromises. This is Pepsi Zero Sugar.
You are the center of a universe. That's what we've learned in 160 years serving our community. Everybody means the world to someone. So when you're in here, or if someday you find yourself in here, and when all you can think about is the world that revolves around you, we'll be a world that revolves around you too. Mercy Health. Healthcare for the universe of you.